You know, ever since I was a kid, I couldn't really put my finger on it, but ever since I was a kid, I always just wanted to become an absolute fucking unit. You know what I mean? I never really knew if it was gonna be in the cage, or as a SEAL, or getting that flying armbar in a Naga. But one thing's for sure now, I'm 6 foot tall, I can't dunk, and I'm definitely not getting in the cage anytime soon. So where does that leave me? As I slowly come to grips with the fact that I'm now a 27-year-old with no real sports to practice, I slowly feel the creep of time and death upon me, almost as if it was breathing down my neck. I think it was Seneca who actually mentioned that even if we were to dedicate our entire lives to reading literature, we would never actually have enough time to read all the literature. And that's kind of how I feel with sports right now. Maybe I should just stick with boxing, but what if someone wants to go to the ground with me? Or maybe I should just stick to jiu-jitsu, but what if someone wants to stand up with me? Or maybe I should just keep working out at the gym, but what do I really need all these muscles for? Or maybe, just maybe, I should just keep running. Wait, I got it. Eureka. Let's start with some investigation, shall we? Wait a second, am I seeing this right? Nah, this can't be. All right. What's up, guys? It's your boy, I swear I'm trying. I've been really under the weather these past couple of days, but finally, first day I'm feeling a little bit better, and we're gonna try to grind this video out so we can get it in that week that I promised, all right? So let's get into it. So I don't know if it's my schizophrenic brain or not, but the term hybrid athlete has definitely been being used more now than in the past, right? Maybe it's also my bias, and maybe I've just been working out more, so therefore I've been consuming more videos on YouTube, more of that slop, you already know. But definitely the term hybrid athlete has been used a little bit more, at least in my opinion. The thing is, a quick Google search will actually show that I'm correct, and it's not just my rapidly decaying brain. Who knows who actually started the hype for the term hybrid athlete? Oh, how'd that get there? Who knows who actually started the term on the hybrid athlete, but at least I can personally thank them because we've actually gotten a variety of different fitness videos. Because maybe a decade ago, there was really not that much variety in fitness YouTube. Now you have your Will Tennysons, you still have your Christian Guzmans and your Rich Piana type sorts, but we've actually gotten a variety of fitness videos. So I'm actually very glad that we're getting a little bit more content instead of just normal, what the meta is, you know what I mean? But thankfully the variety and I guess more class also of fitness videos have actually really motivated me these past couple months, thank God. Now, what actually constitutes a hybrid athlete? Fuck if I know. But what I can guess is that they're most likely someone that competes in two sports at the same time. Normally what you're gonna see is a lot of running and lifting, you're gonna see a lot of MMA also. MMA is golden right here, because you can still work out in an MMA fashion and still get those lifts in without actually being destroyed. Unless you're sparring really heavily, because if you're sparring really heavily, like I'll fuck you up, you know? Nothing like taking a jab to the nose and then having to work the next day.
Is that your blood? Some of it, yeah.
And what I can say from my personal experience is that's the most fun I've had training in years. It gives me a variety. Sometimes I even catch myself thinking about running during my lifts. It's absolutely insane. A couple of years ago, if I would have thought that way, I think I might have checked myself into an insane asylum. Variety is the spice of life, guys, at the end of the day. And a lot of people might think that, oh, I just don't want to run and lift at the same time. You don't have to run. You can do whatever you want. I've personally trained boxing for a couple of years, jiu-jitsu for a couple of years, basketball for a while now. Even though I'm garbage at it, I picked up the basketball at the LA Fitness the other day. Not a good time.
No. Oh my goodness, Valentine!
No,
whoa, no!
No.
That is not the shot!
No. And I've lifted for a while now, even though my body may not show it at the moment. But I've only competed in one of those, which is basketball. And we're gonna change that right now. I've been running recently, and I got a confession to make. Shin splints are no joke, okay? These past couple of weeks have been plagued with injuries due to my over exertion in running. I cannot blame anyone but myself, but what I do know that I've had to do is just at least lower the volume a little bit, keep it safe, keep it sane. And also, my health is no joke as well. So we gotta take care of ourselves, right? I'm not 18 anymore, sadly. So we gotta keep ourselves in check sometimes. So now my goal or my promise to myself is I will only run zone 2 the rest of the year. Okay, we're gonna run zone 2 consistently this month, December, and we're gonna see how we get better or worse or how our cardio ends up, right? I think a month of zone 2 will actually help me get a lot more mileage in as well, but we gotta be careful. We're gonna taper it up slowly. And good news, my run splits have gotten very consistent recently, right? It's not that I'm running quickly, but I'm running consistently. And most likely, hopefully, right, if God is willing, I will be ready for the half marathon in March, which absolutely no issues whatsoever, right? I'm actually looking pretty juicy recently, so hopefully we'll look good without our shirt off in that half marathon. And one of my plans for consistent cardio is actually boxing again, right? I love boxing. It is an insane workout. And since jiu-jitsu was the first combat sport I ever did, I sometimes always felt that I was missing a little bit of stand-up. Not that I'm proficient in jiu-jitsu or anything, though. Hell no, I would get folded by a big majority of people. But I always said, let's get some stand-up in, right? And funny enough, I actually had bought in my Muay Thai shin splints and shin guards and everything, but I had to move the week that I got everything. So I came over here where I'm living currently, and there's basically no Muay Thai gyms. So I have a boxing coach. And I've been training on and off for a couple of years now. It is amazing for cardio, like I said, and at the end of the day, there's nothing really like just trying to not get hit in the face. It is a special, certain type of thing. It's like when you're in jiu-jitsu and you got a rear naked choke and you think you're gonna see some stars, you're gonna go to sleep. There's nothing like that feeling of getting out of that choke or being in it as well. And there's nothing like that feeling of just bobbing and weaving your way and not having a broken nose. And one thing I do want to mention also is my lifting, right? I don't think I'll ever stop lifting just because I like having muscle mass, right? Maybe not too much muscle mass, although that's not an issue for most people. But in a couple of years, most likely I'll just wean off the lifting and I'll most likely just try to compete in other sports, jiu-jitsu and age gaps, boxing, etc., and running especially. I struggle a lot with putting in the sufficient calories that my body needs, so I have to lift as much as I can and take that creatine as much as I can, just so I can hold on to my muscle mass and not end up looking like, you know, no shade, but a marathoner. Call me a gym bro, call me shallow, call me whatever, but at the end of the day, I just want to look good without my shirt off. So if you've been watching these past couple weeks my channel, you would know that I'm training for the half marathon and the marathon, okay? I still want to compete in those two. Next year I will run a marathon, and the Ironman, really insane for me to make such crazy assumptions about my future because hopefully no injuries or anything. That being said though, I do want to run an Ironman in next year or the year after that. Most likely it'll be the year after that because I want to hit marathons and see what my time is. I'm really interested to see what my time is, right? I'm not going for anything crazy. I just want to break 4 hours, honestly, the first time, which I think I will be able to do. And then from there, we're going to start trying to go lower and lower. I don't know when we're going to tap out or when we're going to stop, but we'll see. Gotta get there. We got to get there first, okay? Then we'll talk about the Ironmans and the crazy stuff later, okay? Do I plan on knocking everyone out when I go and box a little bit? No. Do I plan on tapping every black belt out in my city? Hell no. And do I plan on finishing top 10% in the marathon? Absolutely not, guys. Every day is a day that we have less time and less life. So we might as well just go out and try to get it. Doesn't matter what your goals are. They can be physical, they can be work-wise, they can be family-wise, they can be whatever you want, but just go out and get it because every day is a day closer to that grave. Sad. Unless my man Brian Johnson finds out how to become immortal, basically we're all going there, slowly or quickly, but we got to enjoy the ride. It's all about getting slowly better and increasing, right? If you look at the graph, you got to go up, not down, baby. Instead of letting death and disappointment chase you constantly throughout your entire life and feeding upon your aura, you might as well just go hard every day. Run every day if you want. Box every day if you want. Go see your family every day if you want. But at the end of the day, do whatever you want to do and what makes you happy, okay? Don't live for other people out. It doesn't matter. Do not live for other people in this world. Do whatever you want to do, accomplish whatever you want to do, and look good while fucking doing it. And look good while fucking doing it. Get all those milestones in. All right, guys, you already know it's your boy TG. I swear I'm trying, right? If you want to get on this train is moving quickly. If you want to get on this train, you might as well hop on board. And if not, you already know. I still wish peace and happiness, all right? Stay happy, guys.